check this out, make sure that we are good. So I'm thinking the stream is good. Test it out. All right, looks good. All right. Get some things together with this stream here. All right, we good. Get myself situated here. Make sure that my levels are good. Levels are sounding good as far as I know. Very good there. Get that adjusted. All right, so we sound like we're good here. All right. Let's touch my screen there. All right. Welcome to another episode of Karat Juice. I am your host, Monte Lee. Thank you for taking the time to join the program. This is the 27th episode, believe it or not. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me on this journey. We're going to keep it going. I'm going to keep some of that juice coming to you every Tuesday. I promise you that. And without further ado, before we get into it, I want to make sure that you lend me a BMW if you haven't already. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm currently live streaming this. Just subscribe to the video, like the video, share it with your friends. It really helps out. Anything that you do, it really helps. So go ahead and leave me a BMW if you believe in my work. I'll give you a moment while you do that, while I get some H2O. All right, I'm still trying to figure out how the web capture works and all that. I might have to overlay this to my content after the fact. However, I am live streaming this right now. So, what we are going to do is I'm just going to be like the old school times, just reading it right here on the computer, and we'll work it with that. So the main topic that I wanted to talk about today, I don't think I'm going to talk about a bunch of different topics because I wanted to make sure that I gave this topic its just due. The first thing that I wanted to talk about an article that recently came out on TMZ regarding a very popular family. If you're a fan of the NBA, you definitely know about this family. And I'm going to say it like that. If you ever heard of the greatest shooter to ever play the game of basketball in the National Basketball Association and the world, you know who Stephen Wardell Curry is. So, on August 23rd, 2021, TMZ published an article that states Steph Curry's parents, Sonya, files for divorce from Dell. Yeah, record scratch, to say the least. I wish I had my sounds already pulled up, but Steph Curry's parents, Sonya, files for divorce from Dell. So according to the article, Steph Curry's parents are going their separate ways. TMZ Sports has learned Sonya Curry has filed for divorce from Dell Curry. The 55-year-old Sonya Curry has filed for divorce from Dell Curry. And she put in the paperwork back on June 14th in North Carolina. So according to court records, a court official tells us the divorce is still ongoing. Let me just get my mic adjusted a little bit. All right. So, the details surrounding the reason for the split are unclear, and we're working on it. So, the article also goes on to say that the couple, whose other son, Seth, plays for the Philadelphia 76ers, had been dating for decades and were officially married way back in when? 1988. Guess who else was born in 1988? Your boy. They were married when I was born. I'm 32 years old. What has to happen in a marriage for you to throw it away after all that time? What is going on here? This man, from all I've ever seen, is a great father. Great genetics. The kids are handsome. What can you say? Seth and Steph. Okay. Great genetics. Dell Curry was a knockdown three-point shooter. He taught both of his sons the ropes, and they both are elite shooters. And he has carried on the family tradition. He has not embarrassed her. As far as we know, I have never heard anything coming out in these streets talking about Mr. Curry doing her wrong in any way. Now, to be honest and to be fair, I do not have all of the facts here. I'm not claiming to be a journalist. I just see what I see, I report on it, and then I leave it to you guys to take it with what you will. Okay? But what I am saying and what I want to bring this back to is, as a man, this story is scary. Because if you don't already know, a lot of men are feeling de-incentivized to get married. There's a lot of information out here. There are a lot of people who are just choosing to be single their whole lives because of the risk. A man in today's day and age is really not incentivized to get married. I am going to repeat that. A man in today's day and age is really not incentivized to get married. Especially if it's a man who is a high value man who already has a lot of assets, success, before he even considers marriage. Excuse me, I don't know what that noise is. Hopefully it stops. However, stories like this need to be highlighted, in my opinion, because by all intents and purposes, it seems like Mr. Curry did everything right. What more is the man supposed to do? He's fathered 3 children. Have you seen or heard Steph Curry talk? Upstanding gentleman, as well as Seth. I really am not that familiar with the daughter. However, they were like a picture-perfect basketball family. And they are getting divorced now? What are we supposed to do? He birthed Seth and Steph Curry. They're both in the NBA. Steph is going to be a Hall of Famer. Revolutionized the game of basketball. And he wasn't enough for you? What does a man have to do after 33 years for you to call it quits? And I was talking to a friend about this today. Hopefully it wasn't just, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. No. That is not good enough of a reason to throw away a marriage after 33 years. Talk to me, people. Do you guys think this is right? Do you think that's fair? Would you throw away a marriage after 33 years? What would your reasoning be? Would it be because of infidelity? Is that all that it takes? Just finding out if there's infidelity? And this is alleged, by the way. I don't know if that's the case. However, I don't think somebody cheating on you, if it's not out in the public, there's no children involved, there's no venereal diseases, and he hasn't disgraced you or the family in any way, throwing away a marriage after 33 years just based on infidelity. I don't believe that. I don't believe that's right. What do you guys think? I'm not above reproach. If I'm wrong, you guys tell me, let me know. But I wanted to cover this story because, in my opinion, a man that's very successful is not incentivized in this climate to get married. Why is that? What is going on here? What is really happening? And far too often, I have seen that there has been a lot of these divorces with people who are old. You've been with somebody for 33 years? Sonya, there ain't nothing out here in this dating market for you at 55. Could somebody please talk to her? Like, what are we talking about here? 55? I just wanted to get that off my chest and talk about it because, honestly, when I first saw this headline, I really couldn't believe it. I was just like, are you serious? So, I'm going to join some more conversations about a variety of topics later on, but I wanted to make sure that I talk to my audience about some things that are going on in the culture. And I'm going to scroll TMZ right now and kind of give my thoughts on a couple of these headline stories, and then we'll go from there. Okay? So how has everybody been doing? I hope everybody's been doing all right. I hope everybody has been enjoying their summer, which is winding down here Today in Michigan, it is so humid. It's crazy. It's like walking through a statewide, citywide humidifier. Literally. I just got back from work and it was 90 degrees and it was sunny outside and raining at the same time. Michigan is wild, man. We got some of the craziest weather you could possibly ever think of. There's times when you think, why do I live here? And then fall comes and you say, oh, that's why I live here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a fall guy. I love fall. It's my favorite season. I love all the different colors that come with autumn. I enjoy that people slow the heck down in the fall. Drink some cider. Have some donuts. Go to an orchard. And did I mention the apple pie? What? Yeah, so just let me talk my stuff a little bit, you know? Let me talk my stuff. So, what's the next topic I wanted to talk about here today? I think I had something in my notes. Let me get it pulled up. So yeah, I'm making the podcast a little more informal because honestly, I'm going to be doing more live streams in the coming weeks for sure. Yeah, just kind of wanted to change the format a little bit. And I think I'm really going to enjoy these live streams because I'm going to be able to get interactive. I'm going to be able to have people speak to me and come up and have a conversation. As long as you have a mobile phone or a laptop or iPad or whatever you have, I'll just drop a link in the chat when people are listening. And then we can keep it moving from there. Let me pull up my my YouTube and see what's going on with my live right now. All right, I don't know what's going on there. I think I already am. So, the other thing that I wanted to talk about today has to do with a topic that we already covered, and it's pervading itself in these YouTube streets right now. So, like a lot of other people who have been on YouTube, there's been a lot of controversy going on around Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit. I am not going to weigh in either way or give my take right now because I'm still waiting for some more of the facts to come out, but I will be responding to some of these topics in further live streams. But I just want to say I covered this a couple of episodes back. And I ask you, what is the long-term effect of too much information? What is the long-term effect of too much information? I'll tell you what it is. A lot of people are quick to try to get the story out, be first. Not to get to investigate and see if something is true or not. Just want to run with it. Figure out if they could get some kind of attention from it, and that's all. Be first. However, you're not thinking about the person that gets damaged when something turns out to not be true in situations like that. Denzel Denzel Washington told us about this. He warned us. And what I would encourage a lot of people to do is just to have more discernment when you're reading a story or you're hearing an allegation. Before you jump to conclusions, just know this. There's the accuser and their allegation. There's the accused and their side, the accused, and in the middle, there's the truth. I always say, and I've always said, during the whole Me Too movement and how that just pervaded the society and the lexicon, about 4 years back, it got really huge. Don't believe all women. No. What I always say, and what I'm going to continue to say, if you believe in America, and you believe in due process, and you believe in the law, what I'm going to say, listen to me and listen well. I say, listen to all women, investigate thoroughly, and believe all truth. I'm going to say that again. Listen to all allegations, investigate thoroughly, and after doing so, believe all truth. If you do that, and you're not quick to be hasty and jump to conclusions whenever you hear a story right off rip, you can have more wisdom and move through the world with more clarity and not get stuck in the weeds of people just trying to accuse, publish, and gain some type of attention and clout from being first. This is just game that I'm soaking up, that I'm learning through social media and the times that we're in. What is the long-term effect of too much information? Is it possible to have too much? I think it is. And I think it's starting to affect the culture the most by that instant gratification and just seeing a story or seeing somebody write something on Twitter and automatically running with it. Not discerning, not critically thinking about, is this valid? Is the person that's saying it and accusing or making the claim credible? Have they done things in the past or said things in the past that would put their credibility and their character into question? These are all things that are valid when you are critically thinking and discerning, and a discerning person. So I am not going to be somebody that's always quick to respond in a situation. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to observe. I'm going to get multiple sides of the story. And just like MTR said, boys react. Men respond. I'm going to say that again. Shout out to MTR. Mediocre tutorials and reviews. Make sure you check him out on YouTube if you haven't already. I'm a huge fan of his content and what he does. Shout out to that brother. Boys react. Men respond. And why is that powerful? Because you can't believe anything somebody tells you. You have to vet people. You can't be naive and gullible in today's day and age, because people will take advantage of you if you're like that. So some advice, some game that I want to give to young folks who are growing up right now. What I would say is listen to your OGs. Listen to people who are older than you, who have had more life experience. Get off of Twitter. Get off of social media. Start having more conversations and dialogue. And pay attention to the nuance. What's nuance for you youngins? What's nuance? Let's look up the definition. Nuance is something that's becoming a lost art. Nuance, according to Merriam-Webster, is a subtle distinction or variation. A subtle quality, nicety, sensibility to, awareness of, or ability to express delicate shadings as of meaning, feeling, or value. The context of what somebody's saying is even more important than what they actually said. I'm going to say that again. The context of what somebody says is even more important in this day and age than what they said. Why? Because in this 230 character Twitter era that we're in, you can misconstrue what somebody's saying if you don't have the proper context. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I just talking out of my ass? Let me know if I am. But I'm here to soak up game. And I'm also here to impart knowledge in people, because I feel like, because I know that's what I was sent here to do. I have a lot to say, and I'm going to continue to say it. And for anyone who is facing turmoil and tense moments right now, and unsure what they want to do in their life, what I would say is seek guidance and wisdom from somebody that knows more than you. Don't be quick to respond. Listen to comprehend, not to just react. And with that being said, that's been another episode of the Karat Juice Podcast. I'm keeping it nice, clean, crisp for you guys. And I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the support. It's your resident, self-proclaimed common sensiologist coming straight from the great state of Michigan. And if you haven't already, eat a snack. Get something good to eat. Hug somebody, love somebody, and I'll speak to you guys next week. Peace.